Owen Tippett was, again, all over the place, but so were his shots. That's really... Okay, so he ends up, Owen Tippett, I have him at 8, 12, 16 attempts, 16 shot attempts.
16 attempts, a Bobby Clark number of attempts.
Yeah, 4 shots on net, 8 attempts blocked, and 4 more misses. A quarter of your shot attempts are hitting the net. He came in, 9 of his 21 attempts had hit the net. That percentage going way down after tonight. He's everywhere, and he's creating the shots, and that's great. But if they're not getting there, like 8 blocked tonight, they only had 19 shots blocked. That means 8 of his attempts and 11 for the other 20 guys got blocked.
Wild. Well, especially if you're a goal scorer, like we need you to score goals, my guy. Like we have a few more goal scorers than we have in year past this year. Like Michkov obviously is up there. TK pots a lot of goals, but Tippett's got to be one of your main goal scorers. Like the guy has the capability. We've seen him go in these runs, but when he's cold, he is cold.
Yeah, it's crazy because there's a lot of the time last year, I thought when he looked good, he scored, and he would take over a period. He could take over a game. He was a guy. He was inconsistent, but when you noticed him, things were going really well. This year, he started out, yeah, man, like he's noticeable. It's not as if he's disappeared. He's not, oh man, is Tippett even playing? Because I thought we said that too much last year in the games where he didn't have an impact. But you have to get it on net. It's Philip Grubauer.
He looked terrible, by the way. Grubauer was horrible. It's honestly, if Ersson starts that game, that's an easy Flyers win because Grubauer stunk.
Grubauer got away with a few rebounds where guys were just inches away, hopped over their sticks, whatever. And Seattle just, they dominated that second period. What the hell happened in the second period? Like, dude, that is my question here.
2 nights in a row, because Edmonton, they died in the second period, too. They were horrible in the second period there, too. And they got lucky in Edmonton because they hit a lot of posts in that period. Yes. And Edmonton, frankly, like, destroyed them. And they have but the thing is, Edmonton's a team that, frankly, should destroy you because they have 2 of the best players in the world, right? Who the hell is on the Seattle Kraken? I was doing the preview for this week, and I was going down the roster and I try to do like key players from each team. And I'm like, who the hell's a key player on the Seattle Kraken? Like, give me a break. So to get smoked in the second period the way they did was, honestly, it was hilarious. And like when Shane Wright scored, so what was it? I think I noted it was 3 goals in 3 minutes. And then Eberle scored at 17:44 and then Wright at 17:52. Just a complete comedy of errors right there. The Eberle goal, that's one of the few I wouldn't necessarily put on Fedotov because like that was a ridiculous 2-on-1 that might as well have been a 2-on-0. But the right goal was terrible. Like that's where you really need your goaltender to be at least like replacement level. And no.
And that's listen, I will absolutely like majority of blame for tonight goes on Ivan Fedotov. This team defensively, however, is bad. Like the defense they're not defending. Just a lot of the time tonight, I was just like, who, like that 2-on-1 that you said might as well have been a 2-on-0. Who's Sanheim have? Like he has neither the shooter nor the pass option. He's just kind of there, not putting up any sort of resistance or creating a challenge for them to be able to make that play. And it's not the only defensive failure of the night by far. Again, Fedotov flat out sucked. You're not winning that game, but you could have had a chance if you just tighten up a little defensively.
Just a little bit tightened up. And like, I can't believe we haven't seen Andre once since they called him up because Eric Johnson is just so slow at this point. I can't believe I can't wait for Nick Seeler to come back. Like I have always thought Nick Seeler is one of the most like mid defensemen I've ever seen, but mid is like, because he's a steady Eddie guy. He's just like I play good defense, and that is what I do. I am Nick Seeler, and I can't wait to see that I play good defense in there, because one guy playing good defense would make a huge difference.
It would be a 100% improvement over who played good defense tonight. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And that was Kelly and I were laughing about this on what's today? It was
Thursday into Friday.
So Wednesday's show, Kelly and I were just laughing, like, the narrative, like our feelings about Nick Seeler and how they have changed over the last 2 years. I don't know if anyone has ever rebounded this way to a point where it's like, man, we need this freaking guy back. He's the key to the whole defense. And I will say, like, they say his number one, other than like the toughness, the camaraderie, like all this culture stuff, his number one trait is the D partner knows where he's going to be. And it's not like Eric Johnson's some wild card out there, but you never know. Yeah. He's also
they call the rover out there.
Yeah. He's also just not that good anymore.
No. And like, that's a guy who, like, I understand his role here. He's the extra man in the box. He's the guy in the locker room saying, hey, I've been there. I've won. Let's, this is how you do stuff the right way. I get it. But like, seeing him every night right now to start the season is rough, and you know where he's going to be, but it's not somewhere good.
No, that's
the thing is, like, Seeler, and here's the thing that Seeler does that, I yell about Risto not doing all the time. Seeler, it will actually clear the crease. Seeler will make room for the goaltender. And, that's what I miss from Seeler, is like that ability to just make room.
No, they absolutely need some sort of physical presence in the defensive zone right now, because there's just nobody. Yeah, there's nobody clearing the crease, nobody creating that room.
We all silly like the mayor.